In today's tips and tricks video, we're going to go over how to get the best angles and the easiest way to do it on your boat. Alright, so once we've got the tab mounted, roughly 4 inches in, anywhere from 2 to 5 is okay. If you can't get in there, there's a couple boats it's going to be kind of close on. Just give us a call and we can walk you through how to do that. But the majority of the boats out there, you're going to be able to get around 4 inches in from the outside edge. Once you've got that done, you got your hinge mounted, you got your tab on your hinge. We're going to put the actuator on the tab with the supplied clevis pin. And then we're going to take the upper mounting bracket, which is a tight fit. We're going to take this upper bracket and I'm going to show you how to put this on. You kind of come at an angle like this and just kind of push it. It's kind of a tight fit and it'll just roll over like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put the bolt that comes in the Linko box. We're going to go ahead and put that through the upper mount. All right, just temporary on there for now. If you notice, we don't have the little spacers in the actuator here, but that's just for testing. Once we get done, we'll make sure that those are on there. All right, we're going to go ahead and you're going to fully retract the actuator, and we're going to find the retracted position first. This is the easiest way to do this, okay? The best thing to do is find some sort of spacer that you have laying around the house. It could be anywhere from 1/8 inch thick, 16 inch thick, 1/2 inch thick. It doesn't really matter. I can show you a few ways you can kind of rotate this underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the tab up and we're going to take the spacer and we're going to put it between the tab and the actuator. All right, we're going to put the upper mounting bracket up against the boat. Okay. I can kind of tell already by looking that this is not a very big gap here. We want to be anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. All right, so it's a pretty high retracted angle. 18 degrees is the minimum up that we want. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that gap up a little bit by kind of putting this upper mounting bracket, or putting this spacer up a little bit higher, right there. All right, so I like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone, which is right here. I lost it. And I'm going to open up the angle finder app right here. And I'm going to put this on the bottom of the boat. And I'm going to zero it out. And I'm going to calibrate it. Then I'm going to put it on the tab. I've got 24.9 degrees, 25. Okay? That's beautiful. What I would prefer is that this tab right here would be 1/8 of an inch away from the bottom of your swim platform. I want it as high as you can get it. I say 18 degrees is the minimum, but as high as you can get, it's best. All right? So we're just going to assume that on this boat that is right there because we don't have a swim platform. So take a marker. You're going to take your boat off where this mount goes, and we're just going to trace the top of it, just like that right there. Can you see that? Just put trace around, okay? Now I'm going to lower this down, take my spacer out, and I'm going to take my wire here and my battery, and I'm going to extend it out, fully extended, so that's all the way out. And now I'm going to put this upper mount right back in this same spot, okay? Right there, okay? I'm within the 1.5 inches here. I can tell by looking, I don't need to measure it, but I'm within that. I'm gonna make sure the actuator is kind of centered on this pin. And I'm gonna put it right back. If you can look, I've got it right back on the mark. Can you see that? Okay. I'm gonna hold it up with a slight bit of up pressure. I'm gonna take my angle finder out. And I'm gonna calibrate it on the bottom of the boat. If the bottom of the boat was flat, I'm gonna put it on there. That is 10 degrees on the bottom. Okay, that's in spec. That's fine. Anywhere from 9 to 15. Yeah. Most people think the more deployment's better. Honestly, if you're at the higher end of that spectrum, that's probably better. Anywhere from 9 to 12 is where I would like to be. 15 is acceptable. But anywhere from 9 to 12 degrees deployed is money. If you've got a LSV 23 Malibu. That's probably one of the only boats that we do that really, honestly, if you deploy it down to about 6 degrees, that's perfect. 6 degrees deployed and retracted, almost touching the swim platform. Little trick there for the LSV 23, which we do a ton of. So then once you found that, so we know that this spot's good. If it was me, I would go back and check everything again just to make sure everything didn't move. Fully retract the actuator, check your retracted angle again. Make sure that it's almost touching the swim platform, and then go back and check your deployed angle again. Make sure that it's around 10 or what it was. You know, it's going to move a degree because it doesn't make much. Just a little bit of movement here makes a lot of difference. Just get it super close. Be super particular about this part. Take this upper mounting bracket, put it up here, use the holes to mark it, and then drill it, and you should be good to go.